Hey guys, this is Shantae with Brown Sugar Talks under Black Unicorns. I think I'm doing this show early because I want to post it. I don't want to think about it and then change it tomorrow, anything like that. But today was a day where everybody had all these questions. This is how I know that I came to a point in my journey. It's people had questions. It's and the answers were already given. So, and what I'm talking about is just about religion. And I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. So number one for me is, I challenged everything that people said to me about God at an early age. Because I read the Bible. For punishment, I would have to read the Bible. So I read the Bible, I read the stories. I don't remember the stories. I can't go back and recall anything. I cannot at all. None whatsoever. But when I got into the situation of being afraid to leave the house and me thinking that that's where I had to stay and all this different stuff, I looked in the Bible and I was let me find it. Then I had to recall my sins and the sins that were committed against me so that I would be able to forgive. So then I looked in the Bible and I searched for that too. And so it's if you go to the back of your Bible and you look up sorrow, if you sorrowful, if you grieving, if you loving, if you living, all these different things, you look it up in the index and it's you can find it. And sometimes you open your Bible and it's it's something that's just right there. So I just stayed in the Bible. I just kept reading the Bible to get myself through. So some people might question my journey because you have a right to. You could say, okay, because I question Christianity too. I question Catholicism. I question Buddhism. I question all of it because I've studied it. I've studied it now, and at some point, I don't care if it's been a week or two or just a few days, I kind of lived through it. So what made me realize that maybe I was doing something that was out of the ordinary is when God told me not to speak. It was just God was don't speak. You just need to pray. You have to that's what you need to do. You need to pray. So I prayed. And I finally left out the house. I prayed myself out the house. I'm at the door and I can't even open the door. I just prayed. I just kept praying. Just kept praying. And so finally I got the door. Once I got the door, I still had other things to face. Not that prayer just took me, all the prayer did was just walk me over. 3 days of praying, that just walked me out the door. That just walked me out the door. It didn't walk me out the door and to also see all the other stuff that I had to face, right? But for me, since I've been growing up, I have this relationship with God. With what I say I have a relationship with God. I don't care what other people say. Because it's I've already established that thing where somebody told me in Sunday school, God knows everything. God know everything. God know I want to cuss you out. God know you pissing me off today. God knows that I love you. God knows that my heart is pure. God knows that when I'm trying to get what I need or whatever. God knows that. So I just express it. I don't have time to dilly-dally and fuck around with people and their emotions. Just because people, they tend to think that that's how I am. It's the voice brings out, she's so innocent. There's something, da-da-da. No, I'm who I am. I am who I am. I've been everything that everybody said I am. I have been all those things. I indulge in my life. I don't know where it's gotten me to indulge in my life because I don't put up facades. I learned in college, as far as, because some guys want you to, it was a group of guys, one group is, so real. They don't care. It's be you. Then the other group is no, we have to be sophisticated and honorable. And that's how life goes. When you grow up, you go through your cotillion or whatever, when you turn, not a Kinsey era, but you have a coming out, you still got to be demure and all these different, I just never was. I am who I am. I'm talking about the essence. I am who I am. I don't lie about who I am, and I'm still not. Even though I went through a spiritual journey, when it came to me, just okay, God, this is who I am. God said, okay, then be who you are. That's who you are, Shantae. That's exactly that's who you are. So why would you change that? It was just nothing is wrong with you. Everything you have, everything you want is okay. Like, there's nothing that tells, like, it was nothing for him to be like, okay, wait a minute, you smoke too much, you drink too much, you have too much sex, like, you do this too much, you do it. Like, I mean, and I've done it. I've smoked. I quit smoking. I smoked for 2 weeks. I drank for like 2 years. I've had too much, it's just like all those different things, you had those things, like you had those parts of your life where it's just like you going through something. And I was so riddled with guilt and shame just because like somebody said, well, you have to be this way. You have to be that way. And it was like the shame stopped me from facing myself, like facing my own truth. Like, okay, yes, you did those things. And it's okay that you did them. You are not going to always end up being a perfect mom. Like, you have done some dangerous shit. Like, I was just like, I mean, for days, even after that, I still had to pray that out of me. I had to pray that out too. Oh my God, I left him here. Oh my God, they did this to him. Oh my God, I did that to him. Oh my God, it's just like all this different shit. But he happy. He's happy and he's alive, and we have lived to make that better. So it's like, okay, I was actually just like bringing that back to myself. Oh my God, Shantae, you lost children. Oh my God, you let that man in the house. Oh my God, you let him push you down. Oh, you did this, you did all, and I'm praying for somebody else's sins. Praying for somebody else's sins. This is after 3 days of not talking, not eating, living on bread and water, trying to baptize my child, just like, oh my God, like, I'm just going through it. But that was just to get me over the door. So now I got to get through everyday life with these people and their functions and like all the different stuff that they go through, right? And then somebody will look at you and be like, you don't know God because you didn't go to church on Sunday. You didn't sing that song when you were supposed to sing that song. You didn't pray for him. You saw him on, you didn't do that, but you didn't treat people right. You see what I'm saying? You had me in here praying for your sins because I'm wondering why you treat me like you treated me. Not to say that what you did was wrong. Maybe what you did was a lesson for me. Maybe what you did was a lesson for you. Either way, I'm not going to hold anybody in contempt for anything. Now, I'm going to not forget because I'm human. At the end of the day, I'm still human. And that's what God is saying. It was just like, you are human. You make those errors. I told you in Sunday school, I had that woman tell you that you're going to commit this many sins and then you're going to come out like this and I'm going to forgive you. That's what it was saying. That's in the Bible. Okay? It's almost like, okay, well, I'm going to do this. And I used to be so afraid of it. Like, when she told me that you're going to commit these sins and they're going to, and God, and it's like, man, but what if I've already hit the number? What if you're going to always commit sins that you didn't even know you committed? You're going to do things against people. You're not even going to know that you did them. You're going to have to still teach people a lesson. And guess what? Sometimes the lesson going to have to be hard, harsh, and mean. Just because you have to find yourself trying to get that drip off you. Get that drip of situation off you. And every time it's not going to come out perfect. You're not going to come out and be like glistening and it's not going to happen. I'm not happy every day. I still go through anxiety. I still hold grudges against people. And I'm telling you, and I'm walking on the right side of love. Like I'm looking at, I'm like, I love everything. And I really do. But I've always been that person. I've always loved that. The only thing this brought out was that, Shantae, you were correct when you loved something. Because the people that wanted me to be demure told me that I couldn't love everything. That everything couldn't be loved by me. That everything had to be a once in a lifetime thing. Like everybody had to be held in their own thing. And what I learned when I went through life, this is what God taught me. See, this, and that's this the whole thing. Because some people think sinners ain't got nothing to say. Like people who sin, they ain't got nothing to do. See, people who sin, they can't be close to God. I'm telling you, they're going to be closer to God than any of us because you walk this path and God starts to teach you different things. So when somebody telling me that I couldn't love that, what I found is I love everybody differently. I had a different relationship with everybody. Some people don't know that about me, what I told you, and he ain't going to know what I told you. I'm not going to have the same date with this person as I did with that person. I'm not going to dance the same way with him like I danced with him. I'm not going to talk to her like I talked to her. It's like that's what that was just like God showing me. Okay, so this person made it a prevalence in my life when they said what they said to me. So now I'm paying attention. You see what I'm saying? So even though I took it at first, it's like, wait a minute, this person is coming to my life for me to feel bad about myself. Nope. That person came into my life for me to praise that quality about myself. See, when people question you, it's not always like, okay, they questioning you for, which I'm so serious. I do. Because it's like, that's something I grew up with. Everybody just, what you do that for? Why you got to put that, after a while, it get on your damn nerves to tell you the truth. But at the same time, it make you, okay, the questions that stick with you, the ones that bother you, the ones that kind of get to you a little bit, you like, wait a minute. You start paying attention. So then you start to notice how great you are. So what they came up and called me, look, at no point in my life did I ever think that I wasn't good enough or pretty enough or smart enough or intelligent enough, anything like that. But I had people around me telling me that. Turn it down as I go through life. Not to prove to them anything, because that's something else that God put in me. I was by myself a lot. So it's like, okay, well, who do you have to prove anything to, Shantae? It's you. You have to prove that to yourself. That's how I became my own cheerleader. That's how when nobody praised me or nobody gave me the credit that I needed for myself, I was able to come back and be like, okay, well, I did that. I did it. Then that taught me to start to appreciate the people that inspired me to do the things that I do. So it's like, okay, wait a minute. How did I grow from that? Every day I'm growing. Every day I'm growing in something. Every day I'm praising God for what I grow in. Because it's an internal situation. People can always think it's external. Well, she don't comb her hair. She ain't got no weave in her hair. She ain't out here wearing no high heels. Why she got on them dirty shoes? Look at her. Look at what she got on. Look at how she do this. Look at how she do that. Watch what she do here. Guess what? I indulge in it. Indulge in it. If I get up and say, hey, today I'm going to enjoy food, I go and enjoy food. Today I'm going to enjoy every curve of my body. I enjoy today I'm going to give it's like I do it because that's the thing. It's like God has given me this thing where I can cause attention to myself, to feel like I have lived a life that I have lived. To feel like, okay, wait a minute, I have something to share other than a life that I don't really experience. I'm not going to read the Bible every day. That's just not my cup of tea. It's not. Prayer for me is my cup of tea. Now, you might read the Bible every day. That might help you, but those stories, they really don't help me. I can only read them when I'm going through something. And not to say that happiness is not going through, because happiness to me is so ecstatic. I'm to the point now where I can't smile, because now that's something I'm working on myself. It's like I want to smile when I'm happy. I don't care if it's like, well, I feel like this man looking at me and I don't want him to see. I want to smile. I just want to smile when I feel happy. Like even if it's just like for crackers and cheese, I want to actually give that full smile that I need to give in order to. I'm so tired of like living life where we got to cover this up, we got to cover that up. Everything got to be covered up. Don't do that, because then they gonna know that's your trick, that's your secret. But what about your life? What about what you think about after that's over? How do you feel when you got to cover all that up? No, I don't want to cover that up. I want to be in a situation where I'm happy to be happy. If I want to cry about it, I want to cry about it. I want to cry because I'm happy, and be okay to do that. And it's like it's so many rules and so much stuff that we gotta. Oh, this you can't do this. You can't do it. Oh, this. You come to a point in life where it's just like, no, that's not what I want. I don't want to criticize every person. I don't need to. I think that black people are beautiful. I think that other races are beautiful. It's qualities in people that I adore. I simply adore them. And I want to be able to say that I love them. And I should be able to say it. I should be able to walk past another person and you look great. I love what you have on. As an artist, I really do. It's something about it that I really like. Everything has been catching my eye. I don't want to look at somebody with a stank eye and no. It's like we have come to this point where we just take everything. I don't have any criticism against Christianity. I don't have none of it. You know, because that's a person's life. That's what they have. That's what keeps them moving and grooving. And if that keeps them reading the Bible and praying and being good to people and helping them fight what they have to fight themselves, why criticize it?